You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Metro Manila Police Chief the bold Sinas is in hot water yet again. A viral post on Facebook shows Sinas and his men allegedly threatening the family of a retired policeman. In a statement, Sinas says that since 2018, they have exerted efforts to settle the issue for the family to vacate the supposed government property. The Philippine National Police says it will roll out a probe into the incident. Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Philippine National Police spokesperson Brigadier General Bernard Banac. General Banac, welcome to the show, sir, and maraming salamat po sa inyong oras.
Good morning, Ms. Pinky, and to our program, The Source, and our viewers, good morning.
Okay, let's start with the context, sir. From what we know is that General Sinas, together with about 20 of his men, went to the house of the De Los Santos family, at least where they're living. Ano ho ba talaga ang sinabi ni General Sinas na plano nilang gawin when they went to the De Los Santos home, sir?
Yes, Ms. Pinky, during the time when General Sinas made rounds and inspection of proposed site for the quarantine facilities of NCRPO, dumaan na rin sila, no? They just passed by doon sa property ng Southern Police District. And that used to be a motor pool of the SPD and constructed by the government, the SPD. And then during their inspection, so they passed by and they inspected once again the site. And prior to that, there have been many instances already and notices, advisory sent to the family, advising them to finalize their plans to relocate and vacate because the PNP would be needing such space for use of the PNP. And unfortunately, there was a confrontation this time. And so PNP Chief, Police General Archie Francisco Gamboa, gave instructions to roll out a probe to determine what were the conversations, what took place, and maybe some hurtful words or might have been uttered that the family got hurt. No? So this is now being looked into.
Apo. But General, you were saying that this incident has, speaking to the family rather, they've been talking to the family about what, sir, that they need to leave that particular property. How many times did the police try to speak to the De Los Santos family to have them leave?
Well, we couldn't really count anymore how many times, but in the past, even before Sergeant De Los Santos was set to retire, they've been warned already that he is about to retire, and then to prepare plans to vacate the facility. And during that time, there wasn't COVID yet, so the plan was to reuse again, to make use again of the such facility because it used to be a motor pool where vehicles of the PNP were being repaired. So PNP has a plan for that. So they've been advised, and regularly they're being visited by personnel of Southern Police District to remind them. But unfortunately, until now, they haven't made plans to vacate such facility. And so it came to this that a confrontation took place between our officials and the family.
So, to be clear about this, sir, kailan ho ba dapat umalis na yung De Los Santos family dyan sa lugar na yan, sir? Since when?
Oh yes, we have a policy, standing policy that whenever an active personnel occupying a space or a quartering facility of the PNP, whenever they are whenever they reach a retirement age and retire from the service, they're given a month
Mm-mm.
only to vacate the place. So that's a grace period for
1 month.
them to move out their things, their everything that they have
Opo.
in their household. So that's a long time already, a month, no, and that applies to all
Mm-mm.
officers and non-officers of the PNP. But unfortunately, it's
Uh-huh.
already lapsed about
They
almost 2 years
refuse.
now, and they still remain in the such facility.
General, I think I lost you there for a bit. You said that it's been almost 2 years. So another thing I wanted to clarify, kailan ho ba nag-retire ito pong si Sergeant De Los Santos? Because there are two versions. I think the police is saying 2018, but the family is saying 2019. Kailan ho ba yung talagang retirement niya?
Based on the report of the NCRPO, he retired sometime in 2018. I'm not sure why the family is
Mm-mm.
claiming 2019. We'll take a look on this dates or years, Ms. Pinky.
Apo. For the sake of argument, sir, if it is, let's just say what the family is saying, 2019, I think that's November. So December, January, February, March po kasi nag-lockdown na po tayo so mahihirapan na pong umalis yung pamilya doon. So they had December, Jan, and Feb if
Right.
we were to look into a later retirement date of November. So they had 3 months basically in the event, sir, that it's November 2019.
Oh yes, they still have a long grace period, granting that it's
Mm-mm.
November or December of 2019. But just this time, what the NCRPO is after is a closure, a definite plan, an agreement with the family that they would really, move out even after this pandemic. Even after this pandemic, the NCRPO is willing to assist them to relocate and move out for as long as there is a definite plan and a
Uh-huh.
closure to this, because this has been uh, extended already, and the NCRPO has a need for more quarantine facilities. So it is really at this time that we need more space in our camps.
And to be clear, sir, again, who owns this land? Because they were giving this document to General Sinas, na certificate of occupancy, but it's a Don Miguel Rodriguez E. Reyes, Doña Petra Rodriguez, Don Gonzalo Yanesa E. Rodriguez. Uh, have you checked this certificate of occupancy? And just for clarification, sir, who owns this? And if you have a certificate of occupancy, does that mean this is yours? Ganun ho ba yun?
Well, they've been presenting documents, photocopies of certificate of occupancy and this subdivision plan. But this whole area of Fort Bonifacio used to be part of Armed Forces Reservation, and so the PNP has a standing memorandum of
Mm-mm.
agreement with the Philippine Navy for the use of such area. And until such time that there is a court order saying otherwise, that remains to be a government property. And uh, plus the fact that it was the PNP that constructed such facility. So that means to say that from the very
Mm-mm.
beginning, it was the PNP that really administered such space, because that's part of the area of the Southern Police District. And now, this Sergeant De Los
Okay.
Santos,
And
who used to work with the logistics, was allowed to occupy the old motor pool area as a temporary billeting area
mm-mm.
for his family, provided that when he retires, of course, he has to vacate that because he doesn't own such place. But unfortunately, his retirement
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
already lapsed and has passed, and
And they're
he
still there.
probably has changed his mind. He now feels that he owns the property, and since he is the one occupying it,
Right.
he now
Okay.
claims it as his own. So this is really unfortunate.
Yeah. So we need to talk about this whole situation. General Sinas being there together with 20 other policemen. We're going to talk about that after the break because I know the PNP chief is wanting an investigation into this. We'll talk about that. We'll be taking a short break. We'll be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our guest today, PNP spokesperson General Banac. So, General, let's talk about that particular incident last Saturday. So, General Sina's there together with about 20 other policemen. You're saying, galing po sila sa inspection or sa pag-iikot at dinaanan. So, you're saying, dinaanan lang talaga nila yung bahay ng De Los Santos family dahil they were around the area. Is that so, sir?
Yes, that's part of it, Ms. Pinky. And in addition, they wanted to inspect also the proposed site for a quarantine facility because
Mm.
NCRPO is needing more space to serve as quarantine facility. So, and since we have a standing notice to the family of De Los Santos to move out, so they decided to drop by and check again if the
Okay.
family has already plans to move out because they've been staying there for quite a long time already. So
Mm-mm.
the group of Genocidas, they
Mm-mm.
wanted to know if they have plans already and they've made up their mind and agreed to move out. So that's just about it. But General
Okay.
Gamboa would like to know what how the conversation
Yeah.
because the family is complaining and this has gone viral.
What? But,
So a probe is now
opo.
ongoing.
Opo. Yun nga po, because there are certain parts of this CCTV, sir, na unang-una yung nakita, yung isa po doon sa De Los Santos family was taking a video and there was a member of General De Sinas' team who actually snatched, kinuha po yung cellphone nung, kung di ako nagkakamali, si Arles. Kinuha po yung cellphone. Hindi ho ba may standing order na ang DILG that the policeman cannot snatch anybody's cell phone?
Yeah, that's right, Ms. Pinky. That will be part of the probe. How for the officers around Janosinas to explain how why they did such thing. So this has to be looked into,
Mm-mm.
and the probe is now ongoing so that we can get their side, and we'll see what will come out of the
Okay.
investigation.
But General Banac, it's clear ano po sa atin lahat that pag may ganitong insidente, because there was a member of the team of General Sinas who was taking a video, yung pong pinuntahan nila, kahit na sino po, anyone for that matter, can also take a video and not be threatened na pwede pong kunin ng pulis itong kanilang telepono. Let's be very clear on that. In general, sir.
Oh yes, generally, all our citizens are allowed to use their cell phones anytime, anywhere that they would like to use,
Take a
such as
video.
cell
Mm-mm.
phones. So if they would like to record anything and that's
Mm-mm.
in a public place, then by all means, they can use their cell phones. And grabbing
Okay.
cell phones,
And then meron pa po.
we have incidents already in the past. We have already made
Mm-mm.
advisory to our PNP personnel to be careful in doing this acts. We might be violating some rights of the people.
All right. General, there's also another issue there that I don't know if you can confirm this, that Arles, one of the kids, may binigay ho kasi silang dokumento and he to the police and he wanted the documents back. But a police had said something to him. I need to confirm this from you, sir. Ang sinabi ata ng police, allegedly, sir, he would punch him. Was there really an issue as such, sir?
Well, we really have to look into this. This is one of the allegations, and we need to really study the video, how how the incident really took place. So that is why General Gamboa has ordered for a probe, so that all these things can be clarified, and all the personnel who were there to be able to explain
Mm-mm.
paliwanag nila yung mga actions nila. And well, this is really unfortunate, but an administrative matter of the PNP that has gone viral. So we really find this unfortunate.
Mm. Okay, I need to discuss, sir, very quickly two other topics with you. Importante po, definitely, yung SONA. But before I go to that, sir, what is the latest, sir, dito po doon sa pag-post ng Malaybalay City Police Station, yung pong malalaman mong sila ay para sa terorismo, papatulan lahat ng issue basta laban sa gobyerno. Any update on this, sir?
Yes, the leadership of Region 10 has also launched a probe on this incident. May nag-post Malaybalay Police Station, and initially, the
Mm-mm.
personnel, no, yung nag-upload nito, he apologized already, but the thing is, it has gone viral already. So this has created Drew's negative criticisms against the PNP, and that's why once again we have reminded our personnel to follow strictly the guidelines in the proper use of social media. And we don't want this
Mm-mm.
thing to happen again.
But,
We reminded our personnel to
right.
always think of the rights of people, and never post contents and information that are libelous in nature, that would draw criticism against the PNP. So we are waiting for the outcome of the administrative investigation launched by the Police Regional Office 10.
Right. Just very quickly, sir, it just boggles the mind of some, especially with concerns on the anti-terrorism law, sir. And then you have the Balay City Police posting this on social media, wherein you have people saying no to ABS-CBN shutdown, save ABS workers, defend press freedom. Tapos sasabihin na malalaman mo sila ay para sa terorismo. That word terrorism, sir, very sensitive, especially right now because of the anti-terror law, sir.
Right. So we also reminded our personnel on the definition of terrorism as provided for in the anti-terror law that is now in effect. Uh, very clearly,
Mm-mm.
expression of opinion or dissent or protests are
Dissent.
never part of a
Okay.
definition of terrorism. So we have to educate and train our people, our
All right.
personnel about terrorism. And as we speak, we are awaiting the implementing rules and regulations to be drawn up by the Anti-Terrorism Council, so that we will be properly guided. But in the absence of this IRR, we have
All right.
reminded our personnel to always conduct themselves professionally and exercise utmost caution and discipline, especially in proper use of social media, and always think about and consider our people. If we really want to serve our people, then we have to think of serving them well and properly.
Okay. Sir, unfortunately, we've run out of time. I wish we had more time, pero ganun ako. Anyway, with regards to SONA, nagsalita na po si PNP Chief Gamboa hinggil dito that maximum tolerance in the event, sir, that there will be actual protests, but the police, of course, is encouraging the protesters rather to do this online. So, sir, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. Thank you, General Banac.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Minky.
And thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.